article. And so I did. And I'm going to prove to you that it's not working right now. Could be a coincidence, but I find it kind of strange, especially since you have an insider talking about what they're really doing behind the scenes. And what I found, what I'm going to share with you, really does connect what we've been covering here on this channel for a year now. AI advancement, massive data centers, billionaires consolidating power, workers being replaced, and even the kind of global system that Revelation warns us about. I truly believe, my friends, that God is showing us what is to come beforehand so that we won't be caught off guard and we will not be left in fear. But friends, I got to tell you, this is getting real. Because if a system of total control is written in the Word of God, which it is, then it will happen. There's nothing we can do to stop it. That's why we need to be awake right now, in this hour, in this day, and be ready. Be close to Jesus and on mission for Him. So hit that like button. Hype this video if you get an option to do that so we can reach more people. Let's be a people awake and aware, not caught up in conspiracies, but guided by the truth. So here we go. Let me first share with you this article and how it doesn't work. And then I'm going to go through the article. And then I got some videos to share with you of what this Karen Howe had to say. You're going to like this. I mean, this is, I really do believe that he is opening us up to what's really going on. So let me first go to where this image is, right here. By the way, creepy image. I mean, it's supposed to look like Jesus, but a form of Jesus that is comprised of AI and technological, things like that, technology. But when you click this, it's supposed to go to the website. Give me a little ad, and now watch. Nothing. Last night it worked fine. But like I said, something in me told me to save it. I even did internet searches, going from the article that I have, everything I could to find this article. I couldn't find it. So if it's out there, it's not easy to find, or it might have got taken down. But guess what? Boom, there it is. I got it anyway. So we're going to go through this a little bit. This is Karen Howe. Says she was embedded with the secret makers of ChatGPT, and she discovered paranoia and religious fervor in the pursuit of superhuman power. I saw up close the reality of OpenAI's race to create God. So I highlighted some parts so maybe you could see it, and also so I could go through it with you. But so here we go. She says, for the 3 weeks the world has watched as two of the world's richest men, Elon Musk and Sam Altman now is the founder and president, I believe, of OpenAI, which runs ChatGPT, engaged in a public mudslinging battle through a California court about an organization they co-founded, OpenAI. The evidence provided, including memos, emails, and text messages, all gave a tantalizing, rare window into the origins of the company. Karen Howe, however, already knew the story well. In fact, watching the trial, she felt vindicated. Quote, "It was good to see lots of what I had discovered being laid out." Howe was given unprecedented access to OpenAI's offices in 2019 and has since spoken to hundreds of former employees and people within Altman's inner circle to piece together the story of how OpenAI went from, now this is a key point because she'll talk about this later, you'll hear it, how it went from an ideological nonprofit with the purpose of saving humanity to an engine of record financial investment and controversy. And it's that controversy part that you're going to want to hear. This is wild. Reckless race for total domination. Let's see. Musk did lose his lawsuit. It says 2 weeks earlier, on July 22nd, 2019, OpenAI had received $1 billion investment from Microsoft. That's a lot of money. For Howe, a young technology reporter who had studied engineering and worked for Silicon Valley startups before joining the magazine MIT Technology Review, it was a career-defining opportunity for her. It was also the moment that the scales fell from her eyes. Right off the bat, she says, I started realizing that something wasn't right. She's 32 years old. She said, it says, Howe had become a bit of a cynic after spending too much time around Silicon Valley startups masquerading as noble endeavors. I mean, I've kind of noticed that. These rich billionaires get on these I can't say it, philanthropy, these endeavors to save humanity, do good, make vaccines, whatever you can do to help people. And then whenever you get behind the scenes, it's like, Was that really actually what they wanted to do? Did they really care about helping people? Or did they really want to start a foundation to help people better their lives? Or was there something behind the scenes that they benefited from it? I mean, seems like it happens. She says, but OpenAI, which had been founded in 2015, was supposed to be different. It was a nonprofit that had dedicated itself to developing artificial general intelligence, the most powerful form of AI yet conceived. The idea was that this superintelligence could replicate and then surpass human intelligence. So I've talked about this on the channel. We're talking about when a tool like a chatbot becomes an agent, something that does its own work. So it's like something like we've never seen before, where you have a tool like a hammer. You use the hammer to hammer in a nail, but this would be something else. This would be an agent that can also pick up the hammer and use it. It can use its own tools.